Scene 2. A table at the funeral party. 2 older Ghanaian women, Comfort, age 50, Gladys, in her 60s, are gossiping with each other.
Plenty of food and drink, eh? That's how they find the trouble in the first place. As for me, I will not have even one sip in front of these people for me to make a fool of myself. Already this one here is drinking and drinking.
Look at the way he is dancing. Everywhere. This one too, he is something. He comes from Rhode Island to come to these parties here. It's a long distance. I don't think he even knows anyone here. He is just shopping for a wife.
It looks as if he has found one. This thing is a shame. 2 very young people. Anyway, funeral is supposed to be for Abena, not for such a young girl. The man too, he was not old. And look at the way he handled himself. Auntie Amma was there at the party that night. She told me Abdul was leaving the party and his face was like eggplant, so purple and so drunk.
But why did Ajua go with him? She and her sister, they live in Connecticut and he is in New Jersey. Why was he driving to Hartford?
You know how she was like. She did not want to be alone driving.
But she should not have let him drive. Anyway, these men, you say it and they are not listening.
Hey, you see this girl here? That is Ajua's sister. They say she was helping Abdul to ship cocaine. You know, Ajua and his sister, that is why they were having an argument. Ajua was saying the sister shouldn't have been involved with the shipping cocaine at all. Anyway, she spoke too late. She should have said something the first time, but now 2, 3 times, how do you want to stop with the money? This is not the kind of business where you say, anyway, I'm finished. These people, they will kill you for money, oh. Ajua was trying to convince Abdul not to sell it, but his sister was making good money. Then Ajua was arguing that the sister was too much trying to take Abdul's side of the argument for her own benefit, so they were not speaking. She came to the party with her sister, but she left with him.
So she went with the man who was doing the selling instead? Now who was taking sides? What is the difference? They both should have left him alone to suffer. She should have resolved this thing with her sister. These young people, they don't have respect. You know your sister is young and ambitious. You have to teach her the right thing. They need an education or something to do with their time. Look at Koomson's daughter Abena, how now she is. She has graduated already because she listened to her father. He was focused on education. She is teaching at a very nice school. You know her father is proud. Look at them now. Even how they are talking, you can see the respect. She is setting an example for his sisters then to follow. You don't let your sister say, I'm not talking to you, and then you say, I'm not talking to you too. If you don't talk and she don't talk, then what? Look what happens. You don't have to leave your family like that too. It will only make trouble from generation to generation.
They don't want to be alone, these young girls. They will rather find a man who is afraid like them. It is rough for you to marry a Ghanaian. It is not easy. These men, they come here and they want to be like Americans. At the same time, they don't want an American wife to be equal like them. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Otherwise, you end up with a woman who is fun to party with, but she is not a wife. Or your wife will stay home and cook for you, and later she will divorce you because she does not talk. You know, the head is not like a fruit. You cannot split it open and see what is inside. You must communicate or you rot inside, Ajua's younger sister, she will not do well. She'll be always remembering that thing she said to her sister. Now the sister is gone. What can you do? The evil that you do can kill and leave you to deal with the consequences.
As for me, I would rather argue and fight with you than come to a funeral party.